You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, we're going to be talking about the Brooklyn Half Marathon that occurred yesterday. That was tragedy that actually struck at the Brooklyn Marathon. This was, I believe, the first Brooklyn Marathon in a few years because of the virus, the pandemic, that kind of thing. And now, guys, it was terrible. Check this out over here on the New York Post. Runner who died in Brooklyn Half Marathon heat, ID'd as David Reichman. So he passed away. In addition to him, 15 other people were hospitalized because of the conditions. David Reichman, rest in peace. This is very, very tragic, guys. But let's read some of this. The Brooklyn Half Marathon runner who died Saturday while finishing the race amid sweltering heat has been identified as Flatbush resident David Reichman. Reichman, who was 32, collapsed on the boardwalk at Ocean Park at Brighton Beach Avenue near the finish line after suffering from possible cardiac arrest, according to event organization New York Road Runners Club and the NYPD. Reichman was rushed to Coney Island Hospital, where he was pronounced dead, according to the NYPD. The medical examiner will determine the cause of death. I'm willing to bet, guys, it was probably heat stroke or something like that caused him to collapse, because there was a bunch of other people, 15 people in total, that were rushed to the hospital. The 22,000 runner race from the Brooklyn Museum through Prospect Park to the Coney Island Boardwalk was held on an unseasonably hot and humid day. The temperature at 9 a.m. at Coney Island was already 70 degrees with 83% humidity. My goodness. According to Fox Weather. The event was held in person for the first time since the pandemic started. Saturday's death marked the first fatality in the race since 2014, when a 31-year-old runner fell to the ground after crossing the finish line. And you can actually see some pictures here. This is first responders here trying to get in there. And this is some of the people here participating in the half marathon. And this guy right here in the yellow shirt right here on the left, he's wearing a mask. This is probably not a good idea, guys, to wear a mask when you're running a half marathon 13 miles. That is insane, but I digress. The FDNY said 16 race participants were taken to the hospital after the race, including the man who died and 4 others who suffered serious injuries. One police officer told the Post Saturday that 4 other people collapsed near the end of the race. Quote, maybe an organizer or a health official should have called it because of conditions, the cop said. In a statement released Saturday, New York Road Runners said it had, quote, medical staff placed from start to finish throughout the race course who are ready to respond immediately to the medical needs of all runners, spectators, volunteers, and staff. Man, this is crazy. Now, I'm not a runner, guys, but I am not the person that would want to participate in a marathon or a half marathon. I actually remember about 10 years or so ago, I was actually asked to, if I wanted to train to run in a marathon. I was like, nah, myself, I don't like running. When I was in the Navy, the most I ran was 3 miles, and we did that 3 times a week when I was actually in my school. Didn't like it whatsoever, and I was in pretty good shape back then. I was only 22, 23 years old, but I was never into running whatsoever. That was 3 miles. This is 13 miles. And if you guys actually know the origins of the marathon, you have to go back to, like 3,000 years ago in ancient Greece, when a runner was running all the way to marathon. He ran 26 miles. That is the distance of a marathon. And when he got there to deliver the news, he said, Nike, and then he collapsed and died. Probably from overexertion and heat exhaustion. These half marathons and marathons, man, you got to be in tremendous shape. But the humidity, the heat, I wouldn't have ran this thing. I really, really would not have ran this thing. But rest in peace to this guy, and I hope that everybody else can recover. This is very, very sad, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.